Well friends, I am Professor N.S.Syama Prasad and I am going to give a lecture on emergency powers of the President of India. This is very useful for candidates appearing for IAS examinations, KAS examinations and similar examinations conducted by the various public service commissions. So let us start. Emergency powers of the President of India. We have seen when the Constitution of India was adopted, we borrowed a lot of provisions from other constitutions, and emergency powers of the President were taken from the Weimar Constitution of Germany, and along with that we have taken the provision of suspending fundamental rights during the period of emergency. Now let us discuss what are the important emergency powers of the President of India. And remember, Article 352 to 360. Articles 352 to 360 deal with emergency powers of the President of India. And remember, we have three types of emergencies. The President can declare three types of emergencies. First one is called a national emergency, which is declared under Article 352. National emergency declared under Article 352. And second emergency is known as emergency in the state or President's rule. President rule can be imposed. That is known as conflict emergency in the state. That is declared under Article 356. And third emergency is financial emergency. Financial emergency that is declared under Article 360 of the Indian Constitution. So remember, three types of emergencies: national emergency, President's rule or state emergency, and third, financial emergency. Main article is 352 national emergency, 356 President rule, and 360 financial emergency. And remember, national emergency we had three times. The President has declared national emergency thrice in India, three times in India. And state emergency we can say more than 120 times. More than 120 times in various states. Kerala had President rule for about 7 or 8 times. So President rule total about 120 times in India. And financial emergency has not been declared so far. So far, financial emergency has not been declared. So three types of emergencies are there. And now we shall discuss national emergency under Article 352. Under 352, the President can declare national emergency. And you know, when we study national emergency, we had to study pre-44th provisions and post-44th provisions. You know, we had a third emergency in 75-77 period, declared during the period of Indira Gandhi as Prime Minister. And after that, Morarji Desai became the Prime Minister. And Morarji Desai decided to make a lot of amendments in the Constitution, and he wants to make a lot of changes in the powers of the Indian President to declare national emergency. So he made a very important amendment, 44th Amendment in 1978. 44th Amendment, 1978, made during the period of Janata Party, during the period of Morarji Desai as the Prime Minister. And they wanted to put a lot of restrictions on the powers of the Indian President to declare national emergency. They decided easily national emergency should not be declared. They brought a lot of restrictions on the power of the Indian President to declare national emergency. That's why nowadays we cannot, normally we don't have emergency because now it is very difficult to declare national emergency. So now we shall discuss pre-44th Amendment. That is what happened during the period of three national emergencies. And you know, first national emergency was declared when there was a war with China. You know, national emergency formally could be declared on the ground of war, external aggression, or internal disturbance. These are the three grounds. There must be a war, external aggression, or internal disturbances. ഈ മൂന്നിൽ ഏത് പറഞ്ഞ എമർജൻസി പഠിക്കാം. വാർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഡിക്ലെയർഡ് വാർ ആയിരിക്കണം. എക്സ്റ്റേണൽ അഗ്രഷൻ വെച്ചാൽ വെളിയിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരു രാജ്യം നമ്മളെ ആക്രമിക്കുന്നു അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഇന്റേണൽ ഡിസ്റ്റർബൻസ് വെച്ചാൽ രാജ്യത്തിനകത്തുള്ള ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകൾ, പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ. ഇതിലേത് പറഞ്ഞുവേണമെങ്കിലും ദ പ്രസിഡന്റ് കുഡ് ഡിക്ലെയർ നാഷണൽ എമർജൻസി. ആൻഡ് യു നോ, മൊറാർജി ദേശായി വന്നിട്ട് ഇന്റേണൽ ഡിസ്റ്റർബൻസ് എടുത്തു കളഞ്ഞു. ഇന്റേണൽ ഡിസ്റ്റർബൻസ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് എ ഗ്രൗണ്ട് ഫോർ ഡിക്ലെയറിംഗ് എമർജൻസി നൗ. It has been substituted with the words armed rebellion, that we shall discuss later. So now three grounds are war, external aggression, or armed rebellion. Formerly, war, external aggression, or internal disturbance. And you know, first emergency was declared in 1962. China attacked India. There was a war with China in 1962. When the war was there, India President declared national emergency. That was on 26th October 1962. 26th October 1962. First national emergency was declared when China attacked India, or we had a war with China. And that was declared by Dr. Radhakrishnan. It is the president who declares national emergency. So it was declared by Dr. Radhakrishnan, who was the president of India. And Chinese war was over, but we did not withdraw national emergency. And there was another war immediately after that. In 65-66, we had a war with Pakistan. We had a war with Pakistan in 65-66. And only after that, the first national emergency was withdrawn. It was withdrawn on 10th June 1968. So 62 will vanu, I continued till 68. Pakistan war sametum, the same emergency continued. Then after some time, we had to fight a war with Pakistan again. And again we declared that, there was a war with Pakistan, and that finally led to the liberation of Bangladesh, formation of a new country called Bangladesh. And here, the government declared national emergency on 3rd December 1971. 3rd December 1971, second national emergency was declared. It continued, and it continued up to 21st March 1977. Up to 21st March 1977, this continued. Continued. And when there is a national emergency on the basis of one reason, another national emergency can be declared on another ground. So when we had this national emergency on the basis of war or external aggression, we declared third emergency. Third emergency was declared on 25th June 1975 during the period of Indira Gandhi, and it was also withdrawn on the same day, 21st March 1977. I hope you remember, 1971 emergency was declared on the basis of war, and when there is an emergency on the basis of war, another emergency can be declared on another ground. So when this emergency was continuing, we declared third emergency. That was in 75, and two emergencies simultaneously existed, and both were withdrawn on 21st March 1977. And remember, first emergency was declared by Dr. Radhakrishnan, and it was withdrawn by the then President Zakir Hussain. It was withdrawn by Zakir Hussain in 68. And second emergency was declared by V.B. Giri. Second emergency was declared by V.B. Giri in 71 and withdrawn by B.D. Jatti. B.D. Jatti was the acting president. He withdrew emergency in 77. It was withdrawn by B.D. Jatti. And third emergency was declared by Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad. President Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad declared national emergency and withdrawn by the same person, B.D. Jatti, on 21st March 1977. So this is what happened. Now we shall see. First two emergencies were declared on the basis of war or external aggression, and third was on the basis of internal disturbance. And you must remember why the third emergency was declared. It was very controversial, and this emergency, internal emergency, continued for about 21 months. 21 months, from 25th June 1975 to 21st March 1977, this emergency continued, and this was declared mainly at the instance of Indira Gandhi. And we must remember why this third emergency was declared during the period of Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi decided to declare national emergency, and President Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad declared this emergency. So what happened? Earlier, two emergencies were known as external emergencies. എക്സ്റ്റേണൽ എമർജൻസിയുടെ പ്രത്യേകത, ഒരു രാജ്യം നമ്മളെ അറ്റാക്ക് ചെയ്തു, നമുക്കൊരു യുദ്ധം ഉണ്ടാകും. ആ സമയത്ത് എല്ലാ ജനങ്ങളും ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിനെ സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യും. വി വാണ്ട് ടു വിൻ ദ വാർ, വി വാണ്ട് ടു ഡിഫീറ്റ് ദ എനിമീസ്, സോ എവരിബഡി വിൽ സപ്പോർട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ എക്സ്റ്റേണൽ എമർജൻസി ആണെങ്കിൽ ജനങ്ങളുടെ മുഴുവൻ സപ്പോർട്ട് ഗവൺമെൻറ് കിട്ടും. ഇന്റേണൽ എമർജൻസികളുടെ പ്രത്യേകം എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ പൊതുവെ പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ പാർട്ടീസ് ജനങ്ങൾ വിചാരിക്കും അത് ദേശീയ താല്പര്യമല്ല, ഇത് ആരുടെ വ്യക്തി താല്പര്യം കൊണ്ടാണെന്നുള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് പലരും ഇതിനെതിരായിരിക്കും ഇന്റേണൽ എമർജൻസി. ദാറ്റ് വാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻ ഇൻ ദ കേസ് ഓഫ് ഇന്റേണൽ എമർജൻസി in 75. And what led to this internal emergency? After the death of Lal Bahadur Shastri, Indira Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India. And Nehru died and Lal Bahadur Shastri became the Prime Minister. Until that time, Indira Gandhi did not hold any post. Indira Gandhi was the President of Indian National Congress in 1959 when Nehru was the Prime Minister. Indira Gandhi was never a member of the Parliament or he was held any office till this time. So Lal Bahadur Shastri, when he was sworn in as the Prime Minister, he decided to include Indira Gandhi in the cabinet. അങ്ങനെ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി കേന്ദ്രമന്ത്രിയാവുന്നത് ലാൽ ബഹദൂർ ശാസ്ത്രിയുടെ ക്യാബിനറ്റിൽ മിനിസ്റ്റർ ഓഫ് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ ബ്രോഡ്കാസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആയി. അപ്പം ഷി വാസ് നോട്ട് എ മെമ്പർ ഓഫ് ദ പാർലമെൻറ്റ്. അപ്പം മന്ത്രിമാരിലെ പാർലമെൻറ്റ് മെമ്പർമാരാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? ഷി ബിക്കേം മെമ്പർ ഓഫ് ദ രാജ്യസഭ. ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി ബിക്കേം മെമ്പർ ഓഫ് ദ രാജ്യസഭ ആൻഡ് കണ്ടിന്യൂഡ് ആസ് മിനിസ്റ്റർ. ആൻഡ് ഇൻ 66 ലാൽ ബഹദൂർ ശാസ്ത്രി ഡൈഡ്. വെൻ ലാൽ ബഹദൂർ ശാസ്ത്രി ഡൈഡ്, ഇനി ആരാണ് പ്രധാനമന്ത്രി എന്നുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വന്നു. അപ്പോൾ പാർട്ടി തീരുമാനിച്ചു ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി വിൽ ബി ദ പ്രൈം മിനിസ്റ്റർ. അങ്ങനെ ലാൽ ബഹദൂർ ശാസ്ത്രിക്ക് ശേഷം ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി പ്രധാനമന്ത്രിയായി. അപ്പം ഷി വാസ് എ മെമ്പർ ഓഫ് ദ രാജ്യസഭ. ആൻഡ് ഷി വാസ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് രാജ്യസഭ മെമ്പർ ടു ബിക്കം ദ പ്രൈം മിനിസ്റ്റർ. നോർമലി അവർ റൂൾ ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് ദ പ്രൈം മിനിസ്റ്റർ മസ്റ്റ് ബി ഫ്രം ദ Lok Sabha. Nehru was always a member of the Lok Sabha. Lal Bahadur Shastri was a member of the Lok Sabha. For the first time, this was broken, this custom was violated, and Indira Gandhi became the Prime Minister, and she was at that time from the Rajya Sabha. Then, that was in 66. In 67, we had Lok Sabha election. So Indira Gandhi തീരുമാനിച്ചു, I will contest election in Lok Sabha, and I want to be a member of the Lok Sabha. അതൊരു കഷ്ടമല്ലേ ലോക്സഭ മെമ്പറാകാം. ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി 67 മത്സരിക്കാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ചു. അവർ മത്സരിച്ചു, ജയിച്ചു. റേബറേലി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യുവൻസി ഇതാണ്. ഇപ്പം റേബറേലി യു പിയിലെ ഒരു കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യുവൻസി. റേബറേലി എന്നുള്ള കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യുവൻസി ഇതാണ്. ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ലോക്സഭയിൽ എത്തുന്നത്. അങ്ങനെ 67 ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി ലോക്സഭയിലെത്തി. ഷി ബിക്കേം മെമ്പർ ഓഫ് ദ ലോക്സഭ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇൻ യു പി, റേബറേലി. After 4 years we had election. Normally after 5 years, but this time in 71 we had election to Lok Sabha, 1971 election. Indira Gandhi contested from the same constituency, Raebareli, and she was elected as member of the Lok Sabha, and she became Prime Minister. She continued as the Prime Minister. And an interesting development was there. Indira Gandhi had defeated Raj Narayan, a leader of the Socialist Party, in this election. ഈ Raebareli election ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി തോൽപ്പിച്ച രാജ് നാരായണനെയാണ്. രാജ് നാരായൺ വാസ് ഡിഫീറ്റഡ് ബൈ ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി. എലക്ഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി became the Prime Minister. Then Raj Narayan filed a case in the Allahabad High Court. He went to Allahabad High Court and filed a case. He said, Indira Gandhi has resorted to malpractices in the election. She has resorted to corrupt practices. So her election should be invalidated. അവരുടെ election invalidate ചെയ്യണം. You know, an MP's election, MLA's election, so etc. can be challenged only in the High Court. So Indira Gandhi's election to Lok Sabha from Raebareli was challenged by Raj Narayan, and this case was heard by a single judge of Allahabad High Court. Judge Mohanlal Sinha എന്നാണ് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ പേര്. Judge Mohanlal Sinha. Judge Mohanlal Sinha. He was here in the case. He had the case. കേസൊക്കെ ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധിയൊക്കെ വിളിച്ചിരുന്നു അതിന് തെളിവ് കൊടുക്കാനായിട്ട്. And this case was heard by this court. And finally, what happened? On 12th June 1975, ഏകദേശം 4 കൊല്ലം കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ്, 12th June 1975, Allahabad High Court gave a landmark judgment. ജഡ്ജി പ്രഖ്യാപിച്ചു, ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി's election is invalid. Indira Gandhi has resorted to corrupt practices, malpractices, and she cannot contest election for another 6 years. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വിധി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധിയുടെ ഇലക്ഷൻ ഇൻവാലിഡേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അതുകൂടാതെ ഇന്ദിരാഗാന്ധി കറക്റ്റ് പ്രാക്ടീസ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചു എന്ന് പറയുന്നു. അതോടൊപ്പം ഇനി 6 വർഷത്തേക്ക് മത്സരിക്കാനും പാടില്ല. ദാറ്റ് വാസ് എ വേർഡിക്ട് ഗിവൺ ബൈ ജസ്റ്റിസ് ജഗ് മോഹൻലാൽ സിൻഹ. അപ്പോൾ ഈ വിധി 12th June 1975 വന്നു. Other details we shall discuss in the next class. Hope it is clear. If I have any doubt, you may ask me over phone or you may write the questions in the comment box. I shall explain this. And if you are interested in this, if you like this, subscribe to this and share this. Thank you very much for this.